Hello students, welcome in your social science class. Today we are going to read chapter 9th of history, establishment of company rule in India. In the previous lecture we discussed about the company rule, the rule of East India Company, and the company had to face many struggles to set up their big empire in India. Okay, yesterday we discussed about the war of series, Carnatic War. We discussed about the first war of Carnatic. Today we are going to discuss about second Carnatic War. First of all, we will discuss about the background of second Carnatic War, or you can say the cause of second Carnatic War. Extent of Mughal Empire in India. You know very well that Mughal Empire was the biggest empire in India. It was spread in India at a long extent. Aurangzeb, the Mughal emperor Aurangzeb, was the greatest and the strongest last Mughal ruler. Strongest. It was not a last, it was a strongest and greatest Mughal emperor in India. After the death of Mughal emperor Aurangzeb, there was no central power to control the administration or whole administration of India. Okay, so after the death of Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb, many small kingdoms and states started emerged in the map of India, like Hyderabad, okay, Maratha, Jats, Rajput, many regional powers started to emerge in the map of India. Okay, and many independent states also emerged in the map of India, like Hyderabad, Bengal. Okay, so after the death of Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb, you can say after the death of Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb, the Mughal emperor was divided into many provinces. Okay, it was divided into many provinces. Whole the kingdom, to control whole the kingdom, it was necessary to divide the whole empire into provinces. The empire was divided into provinces, as you can see in the picture, provinces X, Y, Z. Okay, and then the provinces was divided into subas and it was controlled by subedar. Subas were controlled by subedar. Okay, you know very well, I hope you got it. Okay, after the death of Aurangzeb, many provinces started emerged and they declared themselves and the independent subas, and which were the subas were administered by the subedar. And after the death of Mughal emperor Aurangzeb in the year 1707, many independent state, many subas declared themselves independent state. After the death of Aurangzeb, Mughal emperor started weakening. Okay, year 1707, Aurangzeb died and Mughal emperor started disintegrate, and it was divided into many state and independent states. 1707, when Mughal emperor Aurangzeb got died, then subedar, you can see many independent states started emerged. The first state that you can see, Hyderabad. Okay, Hyderabad declared itself as independent state, and you can say successor state. As a result, the decline of Mughal empire, some of that provinces, Mughal provinces, declared themselves as a nizam of independent state. Okay, the state which became independent after the death of Mughal emperor Aurangzeb, or you can say the disintegration of Mughal empire. Okay, the head of the subedar of the subas declared themselves nizam. First, the Hyderabad Suba declared itself as independent state, or you can say successor state. Hyderabad, the Subedar of Hyderabad declared the Nizam of Hyderabad. Its name was Asaf Jah first. Okay, and the another state which declared itself as a independent state, Karnataka. Okay, the Subedar of Asaf Jah, the Subedar of state Hyderabad, declared himself Nizam of Hyderabad. Hyderabad state declared himself Nizam of Hyderabad. The name was Asaf Jah. And the second independent state was Carnatic, and Subedar crowned himself and became the Nawab of Carnatic, Saadat Khan first. The Nizam of Hyderabad was Asaf Jah first, and the Nawab of Carnatic, Saadat Khan first. It became the ruler of independent state Carnatic 1724 to 1732. You know, it is very important to know that Saadat Khan didn't have their own his own son, so he adopted son Ghulam Ali, and after that Ghulam Ali was known as Dost Ali. After Saadat Khan, Dost Ali became the Nawab of Karnataka. Okay, and after the demise of, or you can say the death of Saadat Khan, as you know, Saadat Khan didn't have his own son. He adopted Ghulam Ali as his own son, and after that he was known as Dost Ali. He crowned himself after the death of Saadat Khan 1732, and he till 1740. In 1740, he also got died. Saadat Khan first, he ruled over Carnatic 1724 to 1732. After that, Dost Ali crowned himself 1732, and he ruled over Carnatic 1740. Okay, and his son was Safdar Jung. When he got died, his son Safdar Ali Khan was very small kid. He was very small. He was a kid, and Chanda Sahib wanted to become the ruler of Karnataka. Okay, Chanda Sahib wanted to become the ruler. His own son, as I have told, that Dost Ali's own son was very small, and it was very difficult to handle the whole administration for a small kid. Okay, but his small kid was when he got 2-3 years old, and he crowned himself the king of or Nawab of Carnatic. The hope of Chanda Sahib to become a Nawab disappeared. Because the independent state Hyderabad, you know very well, the Nizam of Hyderabad, Asaf Jah, okay, became the guardian of Safdar Ali Khan, and he provided the full protection and assistance or guidance to Safdar Ali Khan, and provide him full guidance or protection, and became the small kid became the ruler and crowned himself, and with the assistance of Safdar Jah first. Saadat Khan second, and he was known the Saadat Khan second. The small kid was known as Saadat Khan second, and Anruddin. Okay, Anruddin provide also assistance to Saadat Khan II. But unfortunately, Saadat Khan II was murdered in July 1744 at Arcot. Arcot, it is very important to know that it was the capital of Carnatic. It may be one marks question in your exam. Name the capital of Carnatic. The answer will be Arcot. Okay, the small kid who was known as Saadat Khan II was murdered in July 1744. Sadat Khan II. Sadat Khan II, when Sadat Khan II got died, the Nizam of Hyderabad, Asaf Jah first, and after the death of Sadat Khan II, Anvaruddin became the ruler, or you can say Nawab of the Carnatic in 1714 to 1748. I want to remember you about the first war of Carnatic. You know that Carnatic war was held on the river of bank of river Adwar river, so it was known as Adwar war. Okay, and in this battle Anvaruddin was defeated by French, but Anvaruddin got help, or British, you can say. British provide assistance to Anvaruddin, and Anvaruddin was, with the assistance of British, Anvaruddin was able to defeat the French army. Okay, after the first war of Carnatic, Anvaruddin became the enemy of French. The Battle of Adaiad exposed the weakness of army of Indian ruler in the competition of efficiently trained army of European power. Anvaruddin, very well, after the defeat of Anvaruddin by the French army, he came to know about the weakness of Indian army, and he know very well that without the help of any European power, he will be never able to defeat French strong army. So he required to defeat the French a help of any European power. Chanda Sahab got released from the prison. I want to tell you that the Chanda Sahab was in the prison of Marathas. Okay, that's why he was not able to become the Nawab of Carnatic. Okay, you were asking that ma'am Chanda Sahab कहाँ चले गए थे. Chanda Sahab was got prison, okay, in the Maratha jail, and when he got released, that's why he was not able to become the king. चंदा साहब इसी वजह से नवाब नहीं बन पाए थे, और उस छोटे बच्चे को नवाब बनाना पड़ा था, ठीक है, जिसका नेम सादत खान सेकंड था. ओके, व्हेन चंदा साहब गॉट रिलीज फ्रॉम द प्रिजन ऑफ मराठास, he was very surprised. Okay, why he was surprised? He was surprised to know that Anvaruddin is now the Carnatic Nawab of Carnatic. Okay, in the absence of Chanda Sahib, Anvaruddin was able to get the Nawabship of Carnatic. Chanda Sahib joined hand with the French East India Company in the first war of Carnatic. Already French East India Company was finding an excuse to crush the power of Anvaruddin. Okay, and जब आप जानते हो ना कि दुश्मन का दुश्मन दोस्त, तो you know very well Anvaruddin was the enemy of French. That's why Chanda Sahib plotted with the French. Chanda Sahib was also the enemy, one of enemy of Anvaruddin, and Chanda Sahib, when he got released, he wanted to take the revenge from Anvaruddin, and that's why he plotted with the French East India Company. Okay, the both joined hand to defeat Anvaruddin. Asaf Jah dynasty, that was dynasty of Hyderabad. Okay, when the Nawab Nizam of Hyderabad, Asaf Jah got died. Okay, Asaf Jah got died in 1748. Anvaruddin also became the king of Hyderabad. Now, in June 1748, Asaf Jah first died. When Asaf Jah got died, Nazir Jung and Muzaffar Jung. Nazir Jung was the son of Asaf Jah and grandson Muzaffar Jung. Okay, they were the two person who wanted to become the Nizam of Hyderabad after the death of Asaf Jung first. Okay, Both were the aspiring people to become the ruler of, or you can say the Nizam of Hyderabad after the demise of Asaf Jung. Okay, now see the next story. What would happen? Muzaffar Jung, Nazir Jung and Anwaruddin. Okay, now the four person are here. Muzaffar Jung, Nazir Jung, they wanted to become the ruler of Hyderabad after the death of Asaf Jung first. Okay, Anwaruddin already was the Nawab of Carnatic, and Chanda Sahib who wanted to take the revenge from Anwaruddin. That's why Chanda Sahib plotted with Muzaffar Jung. Okay, Chanda Sahib plotted with Muzaffar Jung and Francis. Okay, these three people join together and become a party. Okay, and become that a joint hand with each other. And Chanda Sahib, now Chanda Sahib, Muzaffar Jung and French became that were in one side, and another side Nazir Jung and Anwaruddin. Okay, Nazir Jung, Anwaruddin was at the side of Nazir Jung. Now there were two groups. In the first group, Chanda Sahib, Muzaffar Jung, French East India Company, and another side Nazir Jung, Anwaruddin. Okay, first group Chanda Sahib, Muzaffar Jung, East India, French East India Company. Okay, attack on Nazir Jung, and Nazir Jung got defeat in this battle. And after this, he plotted, Nazir Jung plotted with British East India Company, because it was Anwaruddin very well known about the weakness of Indian army. So he, in the first Carnatic War, after the defeat of first Carnatic War, he very well known about the weakness of Indian army, and he also know that without the assistance, without the help of any European power to defeat Chanda Sahib or Muzaffar Jung, it was very difficult. So he plotted with the British East India Company. Now the second Carnatic War, Chanda Sahib, Muzaffar Jung, Francis versus Nazir Jung, Anwaruddin, British East India Company. Okay, and in this battle there were two sides. First side you know very well, and second side you can see. Okay, East India Company, Nazir Jung, Anwaruddin, with the help of East India Company, attack on joint army of Chanda Sahib, Muzaffar Jung and French East India Company. In this battle, Second Carnatic War, French East India Company got defeat and British won the battle. Okay, and Nazir Jung became the new Nawab of Carnatic. I hope you got it, and you have to learn the Second Carnatic War. Second Carnatic War was end with the defeat of French East India Company, and English East India Company won the battle, and Nazir Jung became the new Nawab of Carnatic. I hope you got all the point, and now you understood. You will be, after this watching the video or listening very nicely, you will be able to learn or understand the Second Carnatic War. Thank you. Have a nice day.